Hello, CarTuned fans. That meaning the brand CarTuned by MGA, or also just tuned cars by everyone else. I'm doing a look. It was suggested by a viewer that I compare these latest CarTuned diecast by MGA with the other CarTuned cars out there, like Hot Wheels and Choro-Qs and all that stuff. So I thought it was a great topic, and let's go over this. I'm gonna get rid of this back screen here. Okay, so this is one thing I'm noticing about this line. There's no room to even add like a sticker to tell you what the vehicle is. Most of these cars, a lot of these cars were made in the real world before most collectors were born. So you would think that it would be nice to have some sort of labeling besides the packaging. And ideally, maybe if they just made this a flat area here, you could add a sticker. Anyways, this is the 53 pickup in case you can't read that label. So this is in no particular order of appearance here. I'm just throwing up a bunch of cartoon vehicles that are kind of similar. This pickup here is by Kirin Fun. It's a wind-up pullback toy. And you see there, it's kind of cartoon, it's kind of big. This is a Hot Wheels Blings, I think it was, but I 3D printed my own wheels. This is a woody block of wood. Yeah, so the Hot Wheels is actually quite large, but it's not as tall. You know, it's a different deformation entirely. These two other ones, so hopefully it gives you an idea. I'm gonna pile on a couple other trucks here. Here's the K5 Blazer that MGA did, and here's a Blings Hummer. I don't know if it's an H2 or an H3. This is the H2. Again, I 3D printed my own wheels. And it just, you know, it's a different deformation. I think this is a Blings also. This is some sort of milk delivery truck. I can't read anything in the bottom of this, but it's 3D printed wheels on it. So, I mean, they're cartoon cars, but to me it doesn't seem like they fit in very well with each other. I guess the closest fit would be this Kirin Fun to this pickup, but I'm not really seeing the other ones so much. Alright, let's give you a top view here. I have a whole bunch of these, so I'm going to go kind of quick. But there you go. I guess I'll just leave in the top view this time. And let's try some cars now. Let me get these out of the way. So here's the Nomad by MGA. And Hot Wheels did this really funky line. I forget what they're called. This is a Nomad, but I forget what the subline was called. They're obviously really low-slung vehicles. I 3D printed my own wheels for it. So that's clearly not a good cartoon fit, as you would say. Here's the, what is it, 69 Camaro by the CarTuned. Here's a freebie by Suntory Boss Coffee. I think these are pullback cars as well. I swapped over some Hot Wheels aftermarket kind of steel alloy stainless wheels or whatnot. And those are just way small. This is a Choro-Q, an older Choro-Q from the GT line, the Z28 Camaro. And that's kind of close in length at least, but not width. And then this is just way out of tune. This is a Kirin Fire freebie of the Camaro, right? It's cool. This is free, and look at all the paint details. This is a plastic body, though, if that bothers you. So there, now you see that comparison of these types of cars versus the MGA stuff. All right, let's get these out of here now. Alright, let's do this Impala by the brand. And then again, we got these Kirin Fire plastic bodied things, and they're just way too small. Here's another Blings, I think it is, of a 57 Chevy 2. And this is just too huge. Look how tall it is. I have this on the lowrider stance. Boy, I don't even know what this is. I think this is a Bel Air, maybe? Because again, there's no actual labeling of what it is. I didn't put a sticker on that one yet. So there's the Bel Air. Now here's the one of the recent Hot Wheels Dominic Toretto Charger kind of thing here, which I can't seem to focus on there. And I 3D printed my own wheels, and it's just too small. And then this is the Hardnoze line by Hot Wheels, and this is some sort of Monte Carlo with some 3D printed wheels. So MGA, they just kind of went their own way and don't really want to fit in with any other brands so far. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably bad, right? If you're trying to collect stuff, I tend to want everything to be around the same scale. So, just size-wise. Alright, let's move on. Back to some trucks here. Here's the, what is it? The 87 C10 pickup. So here's the, I'm going to plug in my mic. The viewers how to design something. It's a Silverado pickup. What is this called again? It's just the Tooned line, I guess. And see, again, the Hot Wheels is, I think, too small. It just doesn't look right. Here's a Blings of a Chevy Avalanche. Too low and too long. Here's, I don't know what the line this was from, but it's a Hot Wheels of a S10, and I 3D printed my own spinners on that one. The bearings maybe are tight. Oh well. Doesn't look right at all compared to the CarTuned. Here's a Hardnoze pickup truck of something or another. 59 Chevy pickup. Hardnoze doesn't really fit in with anything. And then here again is a Kirin Fire, which is way too small. So really all of these just don't fit in with anyone else. They're just all their own things. You know, they're funky to look at, but I wouldn't say they all belong in the same cartoon universe. Alright, so let's get those trucks out of here. Let's try some other ones. Alright, the good old 63 Corvette. That's one of my favorites from the CarTuned line. This might be the... Here's a Choro-Q, the old GT Choro-Q of a Stingray. And then here's the Fatbax line from Hot Wheels of a Corvette. I 3D printed my own wheels. That's... well, no, the front end is just too small. I think the Choro-Q is the closest thing so far. This is a pullback toy by Cart or CA-Art. Okay. This is a Suntory Boss freebie. Some like 80s, 82 Corvette or something. Too small. Here's a Choro-Q of an early 80s Corvette. It says 2007 on the bottom, but so it looks like an 82 Corvette or something. But it, again, it's pretty small compared to the MGA. And then again, Kirin Fire, they're just tiny, but they were free, so can't really complain about something that was free for someone that buys canned coffee in Japan. So it's almost like this is just too big. I think these those are kind of close in size, right? The cart, the Choro-Q. Well, the Choro-Q is quite narrow. Let me give you a top view of that. So, alrighty. Well, we tried the Corvettes. So really, that's kind of it. Here are the latest, some of the other tuned cars from Hot Wheels, but they're just too small compared to these things here. And they're very tall in their deformation, the Toons. So let me just get a couple of these guys here. And then this is an RC car body from SNT of the R34, R27 Skyline. And that thing's just mammoth. But I mean, there's an RC car built in that's supposed to be in the bottom of that thing, so that's understandable. Yeah. So unfortunately, you know, CarTuned is just too big to fit in with other collections, really. I think it would have been smart if they were maybe smaller and try to fit in with Hot Wheels. You know, maybe being a little narrower or something. But I think the reason why these are so big is because they have the whole lowrider function, right? Of the whole posing of the axles, which is really difficult to do. Yeah, I can't even seem to do that. I feel like I'm gonna break the thing all the time. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully that helps you guys out if you're gonna be new to collecting to cartooned cars. Maybe I introduce you to some other brands. I think the biggest brand is Choro-Q. It's just that Choro-Q is a Japanese company, and like a lot of other Japanese brands, they don't care about anything outside of their own country. Their packaging has like no English on it, and they don't seem to have international distribution. So, yeah, Choro-Q has been around for over 40 years making cartoon vehicles, but I feel like they're just too small compared to these cartoon things. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next cartoon video. Take care. Bye.